Wike don open up. Na emergency rule make local government dey chop federal money for rivers. Dis na Synod Media. We dey thank all our viewers. Abeg, make you subscribe if you never do so. Put on your notification button. E go tell you once we drop updates. Make you like, comment, and share our videos. Nyesom Wike, wey be minister for the Federal Capital Territory, don come out boldly talk say na the emergency rule wey dem declare for Rivers State make local government councils fit dey collect money from federal government. According to am, President Bola Tinubu no break any law when he declare emergency for Rivers after the tenure of elected local government chairman expire. Wike come ask, people dey shout say e no legal. How many of them don carry am go court? Abi dem just dey do notice for media? Wike, wey be former governor of Rivers, still talk say na im team win Supreme Court case wey show say emergency fit bend some legal matter. Supreme Court don already rule before say no governor get power to appoint caretaker committee and say if no local government dey, dem not fit touch federal money. But Wike talk say na the emergency rule override that kind judgment so local governments fit collect allocation. That na why dem appoint sole administrators to run those councils for now. E still hard say President Tinubu use the Emergency Powers Act wey Obasanjo modify for 2004 to give green light make Rivers electoral body conduct local government elections for June. Wike talk say the regulation give dem 90 days to hold the election before emergency rule go end. If dem not do am now, if new governor enter, Supreme Court go require say e give 1 year notice before any election. And during that period, dem not fit appoint caretaker and local governments not go see allocation. So how local governments want to survive? Wike can ask. E clear say the emergency rule not go last long. That na why Tinubu dey rush them to do election sharp to avoid confusion or leadership vacuum. As e dey hot, Wike still use style throw shade give Atiku Abubakar wey just waka comot from PDP go join ADC. Wike no waste mouth. E dey send message say loyalty and principle no be beans. Una go recall say this local government election dey bring up fresh matters arising for Rivers State, where one senior advocate of Nigeria, Oba Madu Abushi, he talk say dem no go fit conduct local government elections for Rivers State because na sole administrator dey. Say even INEC no gree conduct by elections for the same very reason. So in dey wonder how the sole administrator want to conduct local government elections, that na Siminalayi Fubara suppose come back first before they go do the elections. But Wike don dey talk say new regulation e cut the time to 30 days. He say for July 2025, President Tinubu issue fresh regulations when he compare Rivers local government elections to conduct within 30 days. He say this na a tighter deadline than the earlier 90-day window. Wike confirm say this one na to prevent further crisis and to hasten the return of democratic governance at the grassroots. Wike can note say the Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas retired when they appoint as sole administrator. He get the authority to supervise these elections and to help restore local government function quickly. He said the administration no plan to extend the emergency beyond the initial 6-month period. Wike emphasize say to prolong am, e go dey unpopular and unnecessary if elections dey hold am on time. Wike can trace the legal basis of the emergency rule back to the Emergency Powers Act of 1961 when they modified for 2004 under Obasanjo. He explained, say this law, it grants the president power to suspend or modify statutory laws during emergencies. He said that this will now enable President Tinubu to override parts of the Electoral Act and other laws to allow local government elections during crisis. He said the Supreme Court ruling don establish, say governors cannot appoint caretaker committees and local governments without democratically elected officials no go fit access federation allocations. But under emergency rule, these legal restrictions they dey temporarily suspended. Now make local government fit receive funds through sole administrators. He said the declaration of emergency on March 18, 2025, it followed the escalating pipeline vandalization and political clashes and instability for rivers. Now there, Night Tinubu can suspend Governor Fubara in deputy Ngozi Odu and the Amewule led House of Assembly members. He could appoint Ibas as administrator to restore order and governance. So by the talk, when Wike the talk so, the Rivers local government polls, it required 30 days from July regulation. Now that one make the election fall for inside the month of August. And Ibok Ete Ibas, he get the power to oversee the elections during this emergency duration, since they not plan to extend the emergency rule beyond the original 6 months. Wike can strongly dismiss critics. They accuse them of TV advocacy, saying that television they do their legal work. He say this will not be media talk. He say na legal action if they pained. He say waiting they validate claims of illegality. He say they challenge detractors, make them show proof. Say they don't take the emergency declaration to court, rather than just to make noise for public forums, to break down the Supreme Court cases when Wike reference. The question when people come they ask, say the president get power to make these new regulations. Yes, constitutionally, the president of Nigeria, he get power to issue emergency regulations, but now under very specific conditions. And the ongoing legal and political debate around how far that power go fit dey use. Now, Section 305 of the Nigerian Constitution, 1999 as amended, now allow the president to declare a state of emergency for any part of Nigeria, including a whole state. He say if breakdown of public order, natural disaster, war, or instability dey. And once they don't declare am, the National Assembly must approve am within 2 days if sitting, or 10 days if they no dey sit, else e go dey invalid. The Emergency Powers Act 1961, as dem modify am for 2004, this na where things come dey interesting. The law empower the president during an emergency to make regulations when e go fit modify or suspend certain laws temporarily, to authorize actions when e go fit normally dey illegal, e.g. appointments, detentions, movement restrictions, and to override certain bureaucratic or statutory limitations. Now this act na Wike reference to defend Tinubu action when e dey allow local government elections to be conducted despite legal restrictions against am. Una go recall say even Wike himself, he still get barrister attached to his name. But wait, can the president fit modify the Electoral Act? That na where the controversy start. Critics dey argue say this Electoral Act na act of National Assembly, and only the legislature go fit amend am, not be the president by regulation. Section 4 of the 1999 Constitution, it dey give legislative powers to the National Assembly. So to use the emergency powers to override the election law, it go dey unconstitutional if they not properly justify am. For past cases, the Supreme Court don rule against governors when they appoint caretaker committees or they suspend elected officials without due process. But for Wike defense of Tinubu, he claims that the Supreme Court also allow for exceptions under emergency conditions, though this one is not settled in law and they go fit still challenge am for court. But who won't go court, go challenge am.